everybody, what's up? What's going on? So we are doing episode 7 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've started doing some other shows as well, such as Catfish. I'm back on that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep on doing Real Housewives of Atlanta, to be honest with you guys. Damn, I got some food right here. I was just eating, y'all. But I wanted to hurry up and come and do this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing Real Housewives of Atlanta because I feel like not that many people are really watching. But I know for sure, even if I decide not to do it, I'll decide for sure next week. Then I'm going to definitely do the reunion episodes because I know everybody always watches those and we usually have a good conversation. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done these, so that could be part of the reason. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just saying this to say, like, just in case you don't see me, that's the reason why. But it looked like next week is going to be a real good episode, so I kind of want to talk to y'all about it. So anyways, quarantine is in full effect, honey, and so many people have gained weight. I know Kenya gained weight, Porsha gained weight. Candy was looking thickums. So Cynthia said that she had gained weight. Everybody was eating good, okay, in Atlanta. Drew, her husband, gave her a new scooter so she could be scooting around the town and get from one house to the other house because they moving. But her leg was messed up, so she couldn't really move the way she wanted to move. And her husband, he's okay with her going on her little girls trip or whatever because he's like, you know what, I know that I owe you one. She's like, yeah, you owe me a few, actually. But, okay, because, homie just straight up left and didn't even say where he was going. Like, where they do that at? Like I told y'all in the last episode, couldn't be me, okay? Because... yeah, that would be some big, big things. Like, dude, you think you coming back in his house? Like, nah. You done lost your mother effing mind. You thought you was just going to disrespect me like that and leave the house. And then not even talk to me about anything until, I guess this was quite some time later when he actually even told her where he actually had went. Like, nah, that's super disrespectful. Yeah. So anyway, Kenya, she came through to see LaToya. They had like a little lunch date or whatever. She had on some hookers, like the hooker shoes. I mean, I'm just exaggerating, of course, but she had on like the silver shoes that had the platforms and everything. It's raining. I'm like, girl, better you than me because all them cracks and stuff in the road and water. Like I hate my feet getting wet outside. Like. It's a pet peeve of mine, so I wouldn't even attempt to do that. Like, I don't like wearing sandals, nothing, when I know that it's going to rain. I will have them nicely closed up with some shoes that are fitting for the day. But, she gave LaToya some little sexy lingerie that couldn't fit her, whatever. She said she going to wear them on this little trip that she going to for her. I'm like, okay. She also reveals that she's going to be going on a private jet because her nanny and her baby is both going. So she wants to make sure everybody's like good, secure, and comfortable. So, LaToya is like, okay, I got me a sugar mama. Thank you, boo, So yeah, she's excited about that because I'm assuming she hasn't flown on a private jet, or if she did, she's kind of like a little bit of an exaggerator. So even if she did before, she's gonna make a big deal about it. But I know LaToya gets like a lot of good things, as well. So Drew, she had the ladies come over, and her husband, he was having great hospitality. I mean, he was giving the ladies drinks and switching it up. They had a chef, because his family's wife or family, she's the wife of somebody in his family. So there's a little bit of a connection. So she got the hookup or whatever. Got that good chef-like food, fresh food. So, of course, they were happy about that. She was able to give them good food, so they couldn't complain about the food at all. Because, some of these ladies like to really nitpick. So they kind of talk a little bit about... Well, before that, Porsha reveals to Drew that she was surprised that LaToya was supposed to be there because she's like, she was dogging you out, talking about your hair and everything like that. And she's like, I'm surprised that nobody told you because Porsha and Candy were there as well. Candy was like, well, no, Porsha was like that Candy and Cynthia were there. So Candy's like, well, I don't really know her like that, so yo, Candy, yo, she is like the shadiest but realest person. Like, it's a lot of things you could say about Candy, but you can't really say that she's like a liar from what I've seen with her. It's like you could say she's shady, you could say she reads people, but it's like a lot of times the stuff that she says, regardless to how it comes out or how it sounds, it's honest truth. You know what I mean? So it's like you still gotta respect her, because at the end of the day, she's telling you the truth, and the truth is not always wrapped up in bows and just looking cute and pretty and stuff like that. So, you know, that's just how she gives it to you. Real and raw. I mean, sometimes she might candy it up a little something, depending on the person, but she still keeps it real. So, Drew, you could tell she was feeling some type of way about hearing about that. And she's just like, well, look how Kenya came here. Like, I'm not judging her or anything like that. I'm like, yo, why you pick Kenya out of all people? Because Kenya came looking like plain Jane and everybody else's hair was looking kind of glamorous. Like, really? And I was like, nah, she's doing too much. You know Kenya was feeling some type of way about that. And then in her little confessional, she's like, what's she do again? LaToya, what's she do again? They was like, she's a YouTuber. She was like, that's a job? I was like, hold on, bitch. Don't come for the YouTubers. That is, we get money, okay? I have several channels, and she has several channels. She make way with extra AAAs more than I do. But I'm just saying, like, we get money, and we take our time out. We do these videos. And it's a whole production team in one person. I mean, everything that you're getting done right now, well, you know, LaToya done came up in life, so she had a whole crew. But I'm saying, like, she started from the bottom to where she was in a room, you know, with her little phone or whatever she was doing, making her little skits and stuff. And, you know, that's the days I could relate to, when there was no big production or anything like that. It was like you or your friends holding it onto your camera or your tripod and just kind of putting in that work. Whole lighting team, production team, director, script writer, like just a little bit of everything. Actor, actress, you know, stylist, doing every job all in one, and they want to pay your pennies. So don't do it. Don't do it. You just disrespected the whole community. Don't do it, ho. But, yeah. So then Drew goes on to be a little bit messy herself. And when she finds out that, you know, they're going to get a little sprinter to go to this thing, she's like, oh, how you getting there, Kenya? Even though the fact of the matter was that Kenya already told her how she was getting there, told her not to tell everybody else. She brings, how you getting there, Kenya? Acting like she ain't know. Oh, okay, a jet, you know? So she's like, well, a jet, you know? And she realized from that moment, like, okay, I'm going to have to watch Drew, because Drew a little shady. You know, somebody do that shit to me after I already told you not to tell him, you acting real funky. Nah, I see you moving funny, so that means from now on, I'm going to definitely have to watch you, because I'm going to know that you ain't going to know no little top secret nothing, because you about to spread out that shit to everybody. Nah. You fool me once, that's it. Like, you done lost my trust. So LaToya and Kenya, when they were reunited, Kenya tells her about everything that went down, about the whole hair discussion, and LaToya was just like, wow, like, I can't believe Porsha did that. Like, that was so extra of her. Why did she have to do that? But she was like, you know what, whatever, it's all good. So then the first two that were ready to go to the trip were both Candy and Porsha. Ironically, the two like new moms, and Shamia was also there, ready and able, you know, ready to go. And you know, they were saying how they had, like, I forgot what the word is called for moms that are like, oh my gosh, I have to leave my baby. Like, it's some word for it, but yeah, they pretty much had it where they were like having like separation anxiety with their kids. And you know, they were just feeling like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it. Especially once you're with them for quarantine that whole time, and now it's like you finally have to like separate from them. It can definitely be tragic. But Porsha, I know she said she does let her baby go to daycare, but that's still not the same because you still come home to them in the afternoon, you know? So they were definitely sad about that. Marlo, she wasn't playing, honey. I mean, she had the whole hazmat suit on, like she was prepared for any type of virus that anybody tried to throw at her. But then when they got on the bus and they was headed out there, it was super hot, so she had to like literally like unravel herself and just kind of be ready for whatever. just take it, just take it and shut up. And they was all complaining because they like, yo, where's the air on this thing? Like, I know there's a whole coronavirus out here, but ain't we supposed to have some ventilation? I mean, like, circulate. I would have had somebody had to open up the window or something. Because, I mean, these is women. Some of them is going through menopause. Some of them are not. And they got all this hair, all this makeup on. Like, you're making everything melt off. Like, that's unacceptable. So, I mean, I definitely would have been in my little feelings, too. I mean, he is usually not a big issue for me until it gets to the point where it's like, but these days, now that I'm getting older, I do feel like it can be. Like, before, I used to love heat. But, like, now, sometimes when I'm, like, overheated, I feel like dizzy or I feel like just off. So like now it's not the same like back in the days. I used to love heat. Like you put me, I didn't even use air conditioners years ago. Now it's like, yo, turn that joint on and up, make sure if I'm going somewhere they have air conditioning. Otherwise I might as well stay home where I do have air conditioning. You know what I mean? Like, why am I going to go somewhere where I'm going to have to sweat ridiculously when I could just stay at home? I mean, and feel comfortable. That's just how it is, and now it's like I don't really do like any walking like that, like from here to my car, so I feel air conditioning. Any place else I go, it needs to have air conditioning too. That's it. But yeah, that's how that was going. So Porsha, she talks to the ladies about her kind of not necessarily rekindling, but having like a little dinner or something with Dennis where they talked, and she does see his improvements, but she's still not really like fully convinced. She says the end goal is just for them to co-parent and possibly in the future be friends, but not even because of the breakup. But I feel like they're not really broken. I don't know. Like their whole thing is kind of confusing to me. I feel like they're still together. She just don't want to publicly like admit it because she doesn't want to have to face the embarrassment. Like if he do something and they together on the low, it don't really matter. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna come to her. But if he does something and they are officially together, like it's gonna make her look bad again. And I don't think she's at the place where she could fully trust him to say like, yeah, this is my man. But I kind of feel like I might have seen an article a few months ago that said they were back together. I'm gonna Google it, but I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of feel like I did. But I could be totally wrong and totally making this up. If you guys remember or if you guys know, you can definitely let me know down below. But everybody was calling her BS because at the end of the day, they feel like something went down, but she's just like, oh no, like, nah. But everybody's like, come on, girl. Come on. So they also was talking about like, Todd gave Candy the idea that maybe, just maybe, she should do like the whole bachelorette party theme while they're down there, having a little girls trip getaway. And she's like, that's a good idea. Let me see if it can be pulled off. While they're on the Sprinter, I never even know them piloting a Sprinter. Like, when did they start? I thought these were like buses. They talk about Sprinter. Like, is that the name for it? I had no idea. I've been on stuff like that, and I never knew. But anyway, so they're on that, and they start asking kinky questions. And Candy, she mentioned that she and Todd have had threesomes, which, I mean, we already know the dungeon lady has stuff like that. Okay. She did say that she makes the girls, whoever it is, sign an NDA. So, I mean, I just feel like Todd has it amazing. Like you have a rich wife, you get the benefits while you guys are together. And I'm pretty sure he makes his own money as well. But I know it's nothing compared to what she makes, but he is a cast member on the show as well, so that's like another income that he's getting. But yeah, like he has her. She's sexually open and fluid and just, just down for whatever. And she's a good mom, So I feel like he's getting like so many benefits, you know what I mean? So he definitely got him a winner. Okay, all around winner. I wouldn't be surprised if they be together forever. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, everybody has issues, and Leos can be tough to deal with at times. Especially when they don't want to communicate, when they do that little silent shit. Which I'm a communicator, so you need to get it together. But other than that, it seems like they're ready to work most things out, and they have good reason to, because they do well together. But yeah, I was like, girl, that's a smart move. You better make them sign them NDAs. I mean, if they really wanted to out you, they definitely could, because what do they have to lose unless you gave them like a good amount of money to do what they do? I heard Marlo in the background like, I ain't gonna have sex with nobody who's rich and a husband for free. I mean, it could, maybe she gives them something, or maybe it's just experience. Maybe they give them a hell of a time, or good gifts. Who knows? Maybe they get Christmas gifts every Christmas. Who knows? You know how Candy be getting real, like, intimate with her workers and stuff like that. It could be some of the workers. It could be her bestie. I mean, we never know. Well, maybe not the bestie, because did they have a good relationship with Todd? I don't remember. You know that one girl I was talking about. The one that was real close with her, that used to be like her assistant, but then she left because she started her own firm or something like that. Anyway, so Latoya and Kenya, of course, they arrived first because they was in the private jet, and they get the best rooms on the second floor away from everybody else. I'm like, Marlo is not going to like that room that y'all chose for her, but Kenya did it intentionally, because she was just like, she heard from Latoya that Marlo was talking crap about her, so she's like, she's lucky she's even here. That we even extended an invite. I was wondering if they knew Shamia was there, because she didn't even really mention Shamia or anything like that. Maybe she's going to be like a pop-up surprise. I'm here. But they did find out that she brought Brooklyn through her Instagram. She had a picture of her on the jet. So, and I forgot a part. Her husband, she's trying to get full custody because she can't go out the country with her baby. She also can't even post her pictures up if she wanted to, like, put her in advertisements or anything like that. Obviously, she can't even have her on the show because of it, which, she probably didn't mention it because she's supposed to make it seem as reality type as possible, but I'm pretty sure, like, that's part of it, because she had to blank out her face and blank out the Instagram picture as well. So it's like she has to get his permission for everything just because they both have a child together. And I know, being a co-parent, like, those little things that it's like, I'm the one who, like, had to carry this baby. I'm the one who did everything for the most part, and did everything financially. And it's like, I have to ask permission for stuff. Like, it blows my mind. Like, it's just so stupid. I mean, I know some women, mothers or fathers who have the main custody, they do take advantage of situations, and they would probably try not to let the other co-parents see the child, things like that. So it has to be done, I guess. But still, I think it should be on a circumstantial type of thing, But anyway, so they see that Brooklyn is on the jet, and you could initially, you could just, boom, you saw Candy's face like drop. You heard Porsha, what she had to say. She was just over it at that moment. Because Porsha and Candy, they were the two main ones that, like, oh my God, like, I have to leave my baby. They had to come up with arrangements. Shamia's another one, just had like a little baby, so she had to leave her baby. Like, they could have had the whole little mini daycare, you know what I'm saying? But no, they couldn't have it because she wanted to be selfish and not tell anybody and be shady about it. They could have also had Drew had us a little baby as well. You know, all of them have little kids around the same age, so it was kind of messed up that all of them had to have their kids separate, you know, except for her. It definitely wasn't fair. And if I was there, if I was there somehow, some way, some osmosis, I would have definitely been like Porsha, very vocal. I know she about to check her. But yeah, honey child, it looked like it's about to get crazy next episode. Drew was all talking about I'm from Chicago. And I know Latoya probably like, I'm from Trinidad, even though she's not really from Trinidad. She's actually from Canada. Like, girl, I don't know if she bad about it. I know she's loud and I know she's extra, but I don't know if she's like a fighter. Like, who says, yo, I'm from Canada? Like, I mean, I don't know if that's a thing because obviously I'm not from Canada. I don't know if they have like certain parts that are like thug life, you know? But, you know, saying I'm from the south side of Chicago or I'm from Chicago, like, Chicago is dangerous and I'm from the Bronx, so you already know, like, them Chicagoans, I be hearing about them, like, they be on some next shit. But yeah, you guys, we might see. I'll probably do next week just because of the spice that's about to come up, but we'll see after that, unless they keep doing these little to be continued to keep me wrapped in. But I'll see y'all later.